Hello, everyone. We are going live, and it's the first time I'm going live on YouTube, and I am excited. We have a video coming out today about insulation, how to keep your ADU insulated, the right types of insulation, um, the different types of insulation, what kind of insulation we need in our attic, in our roof, in the walls, interior walls. Do you need insulation in your interior walls? I hope you guys enjoy the video. It's coming out today in 15 minutes. So I'm going to go live for 15 minutes. I'll answer any questions. If anyone has any questions, um, let me know in the chat. Yes, my name is Joseph Peretz and I build ADUs. Um, would love some messages. We have our first person on the live stream. Ask us any questions about insulation for your ADU. The video is coming out today. It's a 370 square foot ADU garage conversion. It's detached, and the video is coming out today at 4:30, which is in about 15 minutes. But in any case scenario, I'm going to try to share my screen to show you some insulation. Let me see how we share my screen. Miguel is in my live. And let us see.
Can you share your screen?
I don't know how to share my screen.
Use the share button right there below next to it.
Hello, everyone. We are going live. And we're talking about insulation. And we're trying to share my screen because I really want to show everyone the project. We're coming out with a video today. And we talk about insulation in the video. Everything you need to know about insulation. In that project, I believe, I'll look here. In our walls, we put R21 insulation, and in our ceilings, we put R30. We have R19 in our roof as well. So we are excited to talk about insulation. I'm also run an insulation company, so we should talk about Neo Attic Solutions. They are the sponsor of this video. Yes, I would love for you guys to watch the video. It's a great video about insulation. I still don't know how to share my screen. But we can ask what type of insulation. We'll do you need insulation? Do you need insulation in your interior walls? That's a good question. So the answer is usually not. We do not need insulation inside interior walls. The reason why is because I believe the reason why is because we don't the interior walls are not fire rated. Only exterior walls are fire rated. I'm not sure if there's any other questions, but we do put insulation in our interior walls. We usually only have 2 walls that have insulation in them. The bathroom wall in between the bathroom and the kitchen, or in between the bedroom and the bathroom, or in between the bedroom and the living room. We'll do interior insulation there. Costs a little bit more, but it's nice soundproofing, and it gives a little nice barrier. For the exterior of the walls, we always put insulation. And in this project, you'll see that we put R21 insulation, and in our ceiling, we put R30. The more R value you have, so R15, R20, R21, R30, the more resilient the insulation is. And yeah, does anyone have any questions about insulation? We are coming out with a video today about insulation. It is a nice video. We have a nice sponsor for this video, and we'll be talking about insulation this week in our course. So we do a course every Thursday. We go live and we answer all the questions and we help everyone out. There's a bunch of videos in that course. So tomorrow we will be doing the course and we'll be talking about insulation. I know Luis just purchased insulation, and I think he spent $2,000 on insulation, including install. We'll be talking about where to buy insulation. Does anyone know where to buy insulation? I mean, you can buy insulation at Home Depot or Lowe's. They're definitely more expensive. HD Supply has them, or Contractor Warehouse has them. Ace has them, but it's definitely more expensive. We buy insulation from Insulation Pros. They're down in the valley, and they don't deliver, but we do pick up. You have to buy a ton of insulation from them, but it's definitely worth it if you're doing, even 3 or 4 houses a year. It's definitely a good idea to get a pro account with them because they get insulation for really, really cheap. How many people install the insulation? I would say 1 person on an ADU garage conversion, maybe 2 people if the project is like 500 or 600 square feet. We usually hire 1 guy to pick up the insulation and install the insulation. And it usually takes him half day, maybe a full day, depending on how much insulation we have in our roof and, how prepared he is to do some work. How much does insulation cost? Depends on how much insulation you need. Usually for the garage conversions, we're going to spend about $1,000, $1,500 on material, and then we're going to install it. It takes 1 day to install it. Other questions about insulation? Blow-in, can you do blow-in in a garage conversion? That's a good question. I don't think you can, but it depends on your Title 24. So I believe that if you tell your Title 24 mechanical engineer that you want blown-in insulation, I'm sure that he will be able to calculate that and put it into your Title 24. I have never done blown-in insulation in a garage conversion or in any ADU personally, but I'm sure you can. We do a lot of blown-in insulation into the attic of existing homes. So if they have existing blown-in, we'll come in and we'll clean it up. We'll remove all the rodent feces, and we'll clean up all the insulation, and we'll close off the roof and any openings into the attic, because rodents like to go into the insulation and create a nest in there. It's really hot and it's really warm in there, and then they urinate and defecate in the insulation, which is really not healthy. So if you do have rodents, definitely make sure to call an insulation company. They'll come in and they'll remove the blown-in insulation, clean everything up, close up all the holes, and then put in new blown-in insulation. Neo Attic Solutions is the sponsor of this week's video, and that's what they do. What else can we talk about insulation? I had a really good video go viral a while ago. I would love to share my screen to show it to you guys. Let me share my screen. I do not know how to share my screen, which is so unfortunate. I will figure it out, though. I don't know how to share my screen, but I will definitely share my screen next time I go live. Oh, yes, I got some comments. What is QII? Ooh, yay, I get a question. QII is testing. You know what? I actually don't fully know what a QII test is, but I know that they want us to put QII machine always near our bathroom, and I believe it measures how warm it is. I don't know. What is QII? That's a good question. I'm sorry. Quality Insulation Inspection. It's done by HERS testing. So I just call it HERS testing. We call someone up, they come in, they close up all the windows, they close up all the openings into our door. They'll test the entire house to see how much air escapes from the house. And it basically means how insulated we are, how insulated the house is. Good question, Jared. Let's read a little bit about QII testing. So, quality insulation inspection (QII) is performed by a certified HERS tester, home energy rating system. That's what HERS testing is. This is an inspection ensures that the insulation in the home is installed to a particular standard set by the California Energy Commission. Uh, Here is a quote from the California Association of Building Energy Consultants, the CABEC. QII can deliver one of the biggest increases in calculated building performance in any California climate zone. California's rules for calculating heat transfer in insulated walls assumes that the insulation will be installed poorly. When claiming HERS verification QII, the energy model can be used the full value of the insulation when performing calculations. Depending on the climate zone, a single family resident could see an improvement of up to 6 to 10% in its energy sources. QII procedures ensure a tightly built envelope, uniform insulation install technicians, and reduction of the thermal bridging. That is a mouthful. Basically, when we do QII, it's definitely an inspection that we need for final inspection. They always ask for QII. An inspector will come in and inspect insulation as part of the inspections of the building, but he always wants a QII testing. Basically, they'll come in with big machines, they'll close up all the doors, all the windows, and they'll make sure that we are insulated properly. Basically, how much air is escaping from the home or the ADU in this case. I talk about QII briefly in this video, but I feel like we really should do a full QII um, video. Jared is saying basically means that you've got to tape your seams. Yeah. I guess what Jared is saying is when we hang up drywall, we're nailing the drywall. And then we have to tape the nails on the drywall and the seams in the drywall. And if you don't nail the drywall, I guess heat escapes or air escapes or cool air escapes. I assume, if I'm right. But definitely QII is important. We always hire a HERS tester. Um, Tape your insulation. How do you tape your insulation? How to tape insulation? That's a good question. Do I tape insulation? Right versus wrong way. I wish you can. I wish you guys can share my screen. I'm wondering, do I tape my insulation? Let me see this video. I'm watching a video. Do you tape insulation? Um, I don't know if I tape insulation. Maybe this is something that needs to get done. I feel like I passed inspection without taping it. Insulation. You're stumping me, Jared. I don't know if I tape my insulation. I'm gonna look at the pictures of my last project. I wish I can share my screen with you guys. I'm gonna get back to everyone about taping your insulation because I actually don't know about taping my insulation. I think it's a very good question. Thank you, Jared, for that question. Tape insulation. Any other questions about building a house? I'm not sure. It's highly specialized to prevent air transfer. Okay, so this is my thing. I feel like we do not tape our insulation. I mean, I'm watching a video of the right and wrong way to tape the insulation. It looks like this guy on YouTube is taping an interior wall for insulation. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you don't have to put insulation on interior walls. Um, but that's what the video is that I'm watching. Let me see if we can keep seeing it. 'Cause- 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 Okay, I know the answer. I do not tape my insulation, but isolation. Can someone tell me in the comments, good enough? I do not tape the insulation, but we do staple insulation. Jared is on the comments that he knows a lot about building codes, and he is an architect, which is always really nice. Anyways, everyone, the video is out, right, Miguel?
Yes, sir.
Okay, there is a video. It's live?
It's live.
We're going to hang up on the live. We really love everyone. Thank you very much for joining our live. There was some really good questions about QII, and there was some really good questions about stapling and taping your insulation. We're going to learn a lot, and I think we should really do a video about taping insulation versus stapling insulation versus just getting your QII passed. Thank you very much, everyone. Go check out the video about insulation.